Pisces, my loves, my soul, welcome to your August reading. I hope it finds you well. This is for anybody that has their sun, moon, rising, midheaven, and or Venus in the sign of Pisces. Nonetheless, if you just happened upon this video, there is a reason for it, and I hope you hear all that you need at this time, okay? Let's go ahead and jump into your reading. What came out for you energetically for the first week of August, you have the Seven of Wands, followed by the Three of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. Okay, coming into the mid-month and like second week, middle of the month, and obstacles that you may face during that time if you haven't already, you have the Three of Wands, followed by the Moon card and the Star card. Okay, and then at the end of the month, what you need to focus on in order to overcome these energies, you have the High Priestess with the Two of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. I'm hearing don't let your imagination run away with you. Or don't run away with it. Okay? Just my imagination. Running away with me. So don't do that, okay? Don't live in fantasy land. Don't make any assumptions until you have all the information that you need to move forward and make a decision, a clear-cut decision. And I can't help but look at her. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Swords, okay? So once you make it, you know there is no going back. So get serious, okay? And make sure that you have all the information that you need in August in order to make the decision that you feel is best for you at this time. Whether that will be to stay in a situation that you are in that you may not be the happiest in, that you may be moderately comfortable in, and or may have settled for, and or are happy with, right? Everybody's different. Heed your own personal intuition. But I am getting that a lot of you guys coming into August are having a lot of painful realizations about the course that your life is taking, or that it has taken, by way of your own modality, your own behavior, and how sacrificial you can be, how much of a martyr you can be, being stuck in like victimhood, you know, and kind of waiting. I feel like Pisces needs a little bit of a challenge in that they will put themselves in situations where their heart is ripped out of their chest, literally, and they have to figure out how to piece it back together and put it back in before the time runs out. You know what I'm saying? And then do it all over again. I feel like you guys need pain in your life. It's like you have to get hurt so that you can feel inspired to be creative. And that's crazy. But, you know, that came through. For some people, it's quite the opposite, right? They are their most creative when they are in love, and just in a full state of bliss. Other people require pain, and that's kind of what's coming up in this reading. Some of you guys just continue to give too much of yourselves. Some of you might be learning a lot about yourself, things that you may not have even known or been really aware of. And that is enlightening for you at this time. Because the Seven of Wands, you know, we can make it a positive card because this is other people just interfering in some way. So it might ruffle a few feathers in the way that they are presenting information to you, but they may be trying to bring something to your awareness at this time that you were unaware of. Maybe in how you were treating them, how your behavior makes other people feel, what causes tension in your social relationships by way of what you do. If you are always acting like it is always the other person and it's never you, then in the month of August you really need to look yourself in the mirror okay? Look at your own reflection. You point your finger at somebody, 3 are pointing back at you, you know. Take a look at yourself before you start to speak on somebody else. But I mean, to some degree, you can't help that, right? As a Pisces, it's kind of like if we're not, and I'm saying we because I have a lot of Pisces in my chart, but if we are not fully invested in a conversation or in a person, it's kind of like our eyes glaze over, you know. And I'm getting that with the moon card. That's something that you need to work on if you are anything like me. It's kind of like you zone out, and so other people can just make it, they can take it the wrong way, but it's like, we don't personally mean it. It's just like, if that is not of importance, we energetically go to what is. So whether that be in this 3D time space reality, or working in the 5D, you know, creating new worlds type shit, like, we will go where we feel we are needed. We Pisceans have a special gift of being in between worlds, and I am definitely getting that with the moon card. A lot may have been brought to your attention by way of your dreams, or will be in the month of August, and so you will need to do a little bit more journaling. Something's trying to come up from that's been buried like within your subconscious, and I am also getting that with this star card here. Something's trying to come out. Something needs to be exposed and or released. Some of you guys, though, and this can tie back into the message that I started with for your reading, some of you guys need to just do a little bit more reflecting before making an impulsive decision, right? When it goes back to what you will have to do by the end of the month, or what you will need to change by the end of the month. In matters of finances, I feel like there's somebody that might be jealous of where you're going financially, or the opportunities that you are having come to you at this time. And I feel like some of you guys feel bad. It's kind of like you feel bad for getting this, knowing that other people aren't also getting opportunities, and Pisceans do that too. You know, you're supposed to get your piece of the pie. Don't feel guilty when things start to turn around for your good, especially when other people in your surrounding might be suffering, okay? Help them when you can, in the best way that you can, but don't feel bad for all the blessings that are now coming upon your life, because you had to go through your own dark night of the soul, your own soul searching, your own personal character development to get to where you are now. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can really speak on your story and or your walk. And so don't let their opinions affect you and put you in a position where you kind of back out or back down from the things that are coming into your life, or feel like you need to. Don't let anybody make you feel ashamed of where you're going. Somebody might be trying to come for your spot, though, with the 7 of Wands. That can be once you acquire something. You know, other people try to figure out how you did it without necessarily paying for the resource that you are providing. But yeah, somebody might be jealous of where you are right now. So if that's the case, you just need to have a heart-to-heart conversation. Understand how, like, if you were in that position, how you could possibly also feel jealous. Everybody has that within them. It's something that has to be dealt with. It comes out in different ways, of course. But just be compassionate about their situation. Don't take it personally, again, right? Help them heal. Let them know that everything is going to be okay. Help them see the bright side of the situation that they are going through, if this is not your own propensity, your own energy. I feel like the spiritual practice or tradition or whatever it is that you do that you have, it's been a little inconsistent, and so that inconsistency is reflecting into the other areas of your life, right? You are not praying enough anymore. You're not spending enough time studying your, what is it called? Is it theology? Is that like the study of religion? The study of your particular religion? I don't know. You're not doing enough at this time. And so you can see how that will then cause a ripple effect on the way that your money comes in. It's inconsistent. The way that you attract relationships, those people are inconsistent. The way that your health, one minute you are 10 pounds heavier, one minute you're at your goal weight, if it is 10 pounds heavier or lighter, you know, and then 1 minute you're not. Like, everything is out of balance because your spirituality is out of balance. It all stems from there. Some of you guys may feel stagnant in your spirituality. There's more that you need to learn, or you just want to venture out a little bit and study other religions and other practices and get inspiration with that, I guess, to bring back into your business or just to add to your own life. Some of you guys might be trying to figure out if your religion that you're in is for you. And so you might be branching out that way and rededicating yourself to a different faith. I don't know how to say that because have I personally been through that? Like, I was raised Christian Baptist, but I practice tarot. So you could say but I implement my Christianity into tarot. So I don't know if that would like be the same situation, but you might be like Christian 1 minute and wanting to convert to Buddhism. You know what I'm saying? So something like that. It doesn't hurt to branch out. So at the end of the day, do what's best for you. If it's something that doesn't fit, it's something that you find just does not work for you, then you can definitely go back to what it was that you were doing before. I feel like it's just like you won't know until you try type of situation. So get your feet wet. Get it? With the moon and the star card, all that water. But yeah, get your feet wet in August. If this is a relationship though, I feel like some of you guys are considering whether or not you really want to be in the relationship or not. Some of you guys are potentially getting cold feet. Now, if you've been engaged for a while and, you know, it's getting a little bit closer to the wedding, and I'm only getting that because the 3 of Pentacles goes up to the 10, which talks about family, marriage, wedding, commitment, yada yada, you know, then yeah, some of you guys might be getting cold feet. At this time, I would definitely say don't make a rash decision just because you are, you know, now unsure as to whether or not you want to go forward and get married, or go forward and ascend to higher levels of commitment or stay committed to your partner. You know, talk it out, seek help. Figure out why you're feeling that way. Definitely with the star card, I'm getting weigh the pros and cons of what it would mean to walk away, what it would mean to stay in the relationship. Okay? What are you potentially projecting out onto your relationship, your fears, if this relates to how you maybe grew up or just other relationships in your life that maybe failed, because this isn't an obstacles position, or you have a fear of the relationship failing, and so you're projecting that out onto your partner, and that's affecting the relationship, and you feeling like, you know, you might not want to do it anymore or be in it anymore. You need to heal that aspect of yourself. You know, you are in control of the direction that your relationship goes in, you and your partner and God, you know, so maybe bring him into the relationship more. That might help if it hasn't been centered around God or just your spirituality, and making sure that that foundation is really strong, because from that everything else grows. So it's something to consider. If you're single, somebody might be trying to reach out and apologize. That can be from the past, and so you might reflect upon that situation, reminisce with that person, figure out if this is something that you really want to move forward with or not, and that's the big decision that you have to make with the 7 of Swords card. Again, heed your own personal intuition. You know what is best for you. You know what you have to do, and the best next step for you to take in this stage of your life. So that's what I'm getting for you guys, okay? Your root chakra is a little overactive. Your sacral chakra needs to be worked on as well. Your heart chakra is underactive, and your third eye crown chakra. Balance all of them just to be safe. It never hurts to look them up and figure out what you can do to improve, or at the very least maintain, your energetic centers within your body, okay? So if this resonated for you, definitely give me a thumbs up. Share this with your friends and family, and do subscribe for more.